Walking into my first internship in the energy sector was intimidating. I had no idea how the industry worked, what the expectations were, or whether I'd perform. But those 12 weeks turned into a part-time casual role and eventually resulted in a full-time graduate position. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 simple hacks that I use to make that happen and how you can use them to turn your energy sector internship into a career-defining opportunity. Hi everyone, my name's Burgemeister, and over the last 3 years, I'm gone from a clueless country kid studying engineering to a full-time senior engineer working in the Australian energy sector. I fumbled and failed frequently along the way, which is why I'm dedicating this channel to sharing the lessons and frameworks that helped me in hopes that they will help you find your dream career in energy. With summer internship season rapidly approaching, I thought there's no better time to define the 3 hacks that I wish I knew as a first-time intern in the Australian energy sector. The fact is, stepping to the corporate world for the first time is intimidating, but by understanding these 3 hacks, you'll realise that it isn't as scary as you think, and that the faster you break these barriers, the higher your chances of smashing your internship and setting yourself up to win that graduate role after graduation. So without further ado, let's get into hack 1. Hack number 1, your expectations are unrealistic. In the summer leading up to the final year of my honours degree, when I was preparing for my first internship, I had built my entire application around being this technical weapon. Effectively, every single programming language I'd ever touched, or power system modeling software I've ever heard of, I put on my resume as a skill. Largely because my belief at the time was that in order to actually be of value to a company within industry, you had to have those technical skills mastered already. And walking in on day 1, taking that belief with me, I genuinely thought that I would be put in situations where I had to excel with all of this technical knowledge and apply it to industry problems and be that technical expert to begin with. But a realization I came to quite quickly, and certainly reflecting on that now, is that it is completely unreasonable for an intern to have industry-ready technical mastery. And truly, no one expects that except you. And to be honest, looking back on that now, it seems absolutely ridiculous. But honestly, at the time, sitting in uni classrooms applying for these internships, that was the highest priority thing for me, is to demonstrate my technical skills, where it's really not the case. And all of that is to say that internships aren't made for experts, they're made for learners. The biggest mistake interns can make is assuming that they are expected to already be a finished product. If you expect yourself to be technically perfect on day 1, you'll create pressure that doesn't exist and judge yourself on standards that no one else is holding you to. The goal here isn't mastery. That will come 5, 10, 15, 20 years into your career. It's all about clarity, curiosity, and consistent progress. So an actionable approach for implementing this hack that should work across all placements, regardless of whether you're in the energy sector or in a different sector or working across different teams, is to establish the expectations up front. As soon as you can, once you get into an internship, sit down with your people leader, whether it be a manager or a senior within the team, and understand the dynamics and expectations of you as an intern. Whether this be professionally, whether this be working hours, workload, your performance, what tasks you can expect to undertake. As soon as you can understand the targets and what people expect of you, can you start to plan how you're going to meet those targets and ultimately exceed them. Moving on to hack number 2. Attitude is everything. Now, building on the story that I told in hack 1, the first real task of that internship was to automate a reporting process across a portfolio of projects managed by a specific team. And in the meeting where this task was pitched to me, it was suggested that Excel swing tables was the method of choice. Now, as soon as that came across the board, I immediately thought I'd never heard of Excel swing tables. However, at the time I said, yes, no trouble at all. I'll be able to do that for you by Friday. And so that was from the Monday to Friday. That gave me 5 days. So walking out that meeting, instead of panicking or trying to hide the fact that I had no idea what I just agreed to, I treated it like a challenge, similar to learning how to learn throughout COVID without personal interaction. So I spent the next couple of days doing a bit of a deep dive on YouTube, watching every tutorial I could find. And by Friday, not only had I learned swing tables, but I'd automated the reports and pulled out insights that generally surprised my managers. And this was the experience where I truly understood that you don't have to know everything, you just need to be willing to learn everything. And the attitude is what people notice. In an internship, your attitude is 10 times more valuable than your skill set. And this goes back to hack 1, talking about expectations. You're not expected to have that technical skill set. However, you are expected to have a good can-do attitude, and that whatever is brought to you, you accept and do to the best of your ability. And the matter of fact is that nobody cares if you don't know something, and it's almost expected They care whether you're willing to learn it and how fast you can figure things out and think on the fly. A can-do attitude like this signals reliability, ownership, and initiative, which instantly makes you someone people want to work with and will continue to refer to when they have tasks they need to delegate. The interns who outperform others aren't the ones that know the most. They're the ones who show the most willingness to solve the problems. Now, in terms of an actionable approach of implementing this hack, say yes to everything. Even if you don't know how to do it, which is 100% expected, by your manager or teammates delegating it to you, it would be of immense value for you to smash it out. Be prepared to ask questions, be prepared to get feedback that you need to change things. It's all about accepting that you don't know what you're doing because you're not experienced, but you know exactly how to have a crack and learn as you go. And as long as you're showing that, you're smashing it. Alrighty, last but certainly not least, hack number 3. Success lies beyond the comfort zone. Again, building on my story 1 and 2, a few weeks into my internship, I'd settled in a little too well and I was comfortable. Doing my routine tasks, sitting at my desk, staying in my lane. But through actually completing the reflection task as a part of my university undergraduate course, I noticed something. I wasn't having as many interactions with the team because I wasn't seeking any. And the less I put myself out there, the more invisible I became. So I set myself a target. For 1 week, talk to 3 new people every day, ask what they're working on, ask how I can help, obviously with my manager's blessing. Instantly, everything changed. I was suddenly getting invited on site visits, people were actively pulling me into projects, and the knowledge that I gained for those conversations is still paying dividends today. And that's when I realized the truth behind this hack. Every opportunity I wanted was sitting just beyond the small moments where I hesitated, all of which leads to the main point of this hack. Growth begins where comfort ends. The limit to your success in an internship is not your placement, it's not your manager, it's not your organization. It's your ability to recognize the instances where you're choosing to not do something because you don't feel comfortable and making yourself do it anyway. Reality is that anything and everything is new to you in an internship. You can't do anything without trying something new. So in order to succeed at a level you're capable, it's really just about taking as much action as you possibly can. Your success as an intern is directly tied to how often you choose growth over comfort. The interns who stand out are the ones who consistently take small risks, asking questions, meeting new people, volunteering for tasks, offering help. Every opportunity you want sits on the other side of that slight hesitation. The trick is recognizing that moment and acting anyway. An actionable approach to stepping outside your comfort zone, 2 things. Number 1, identify instances within which you're hesitating. These are your in my comfort zone moments and actively choose to act in the opposite direction. Number 2, set yourself small goals. For me, it was talking to people, but for you, it could be saying yes to everything you're given, regardless of what you think about it. So that's it, the 3 hacks I wish I would have known standing on the doorstep of my first energy sector internship. And the fact is, they're all interdependent. Approaching the internship with a great attitude and shattering both your own expectations and comfort zone is the key to having a great internship by providing significant value to your manager and team, which in turn increases the likelihood that your placement is extended on a casual basis, which increases the likelihood that your reputation as a valuable team member will extend beyond both your team and result in no doubts when it comes to winning that graduate role. If you want a more comprehensive guide to leveraging your internship opportunities, check out module number 6 of the Energizer Academy, currently absolutely free and accessible within my school community. Just click the top link in the description, sign up if you haven't already, and take advantage of all the mistakes I've learned from so far in my career. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.